This is the intro. Enjoy.
Hey guys, D-Man here, and today I'm going to do a discussion slash theory video, more of a discussion really, but there is going to be a little bit of maybe a little bit of a theory, I'm not sure, to be honest. So, in today's episode, which this should be going out like an hour or so after my review goes out, so in today's episode, we see two notable things in this episode. The first one being the new location that Steven has not seen, and also I don't think we've seen it either. So I think that's foreshadowing because they're probably going to go to that location this season. So that's probably foreshadowing. We don't know what it is either. But there's also a part where we see Rose and she has a bunch of lions. So, this is probably alluding to Lion's background story. So, does this mean that one of those lions is Lion himself? Or is Lion a descendant of those lions? And if he is a descendant of those lions, does that mean there's a bunch of pink lions in the jungle somewhere? I highly doubt that. Because Rose's stuff is in Lion's mane. Which would make him like 100 years old or so, because I think that's when Buddy was alive. Like 100 years ago or so. Which is pretty damn old for a lion, because I looked it up on Google. You could double check these facts, of course. You could double check, I guess. In the wild, lions only live to 10 to 14 years. Double check them if you want to. Double check my facts, I should say. So, that makes Lion over 100 years old or so. Or 100 years old. I'm not sure, of course. But older than he should be. And it's probably the one where Buddy tried to make it eat his head, and the one that Rose was petting, that was her favorite line. And plus, the animation of that lion just made it look like he was lion, but normal colored. Which means she experimented on him and made him into Lion. Which I hope we get more backstory of Lion, to be honest with you. That would be really interesting to see how she did it, or what she did. So, this brings up a lot of questions for me, though. Like, why are they in the desert? And I'm assuming this is the desert that they found Lion in. Well, Steven found Lion in. But why are they in the desert? Lions are in Africa, like the savannah and stuff. So why are they in the desert? What do these lions eat? What do these lions drink? Why aren't they attacking Buddy? Why aren't they attacking Rose? I don't know if Rose tamed these lions or not, but somehow she could, not make them attack her? Which is weird, because lions usually attack people and such. So, I guess Rose has the magic animal touch. She's like Dr. Dolittle, I guess. I'm not sure. I just thought something really messed up. But never mind, that's not true. I'll tell you, because I don't want you guys to wait in suspense. I thought of something like, what if that lion fucked Rose Quartz and then she popped out a lion? That's a little bit messed up. That didn't happen, obviously, because Lion doesn't have Rose's gem. And if it did, Lion would be Steven's brother, which is weird. I think that Lion is Lion. But that's just something to think about. That's just something to get an image of in your head. Rose Quartz getting fucked by a lion and giving birth to Lion. Which doesn't make sense, because she didn't have a womb. She had to make one. At least that's what we get from, Greg and stuff. So, that lion is Lion, or maybe is not Lion. I hope we get more backstory on this, obviously. It would be really nice to get backstory on this. And to see how she created Lion. Or to see what she used to create Lion. I'm assuming it's gem technology, because we didn't have the technology back then to do anything near that. Although nowadays, we have the technology to start improving, or maybe not improving. I would say it's a pretty cool thing. Most people might say it's an abomination against nature. But I would say it's a pretty cool thing that we can like start messing with genomes and stuff. A lot of people would think like, nah, that's bad, but I think it's pretty cool. So is that what she did? She messed with the genomes of one of the females and they gave birth to Lion? Or did she make that Lion, as I said, into Lion? Because I think she did make that Lion into Lion. Or maybe she only made Lion after she knew she was going to have Steven so he could have Lion? Although Bismuth is in Lion. So is Lion older than those lions? That really is confusing. Like, what? Like, if she popped Bismuth, where did she keep it for all those years? Where did she keep her for all those years? Was Lion alive back then? Because if he wasn't, he's alive now. And, those lions are, like, from 100 years ago or so. So, did she go and get Bismuth and then put her into Lion? Like, what? Why didn't she keep her in her original hiding spot? Like, it's really confusing to me. I don't know, like, Bismuth was obviously in the hiding spot. I always just assumed that Bismuth was always in Lion, because I assumed Lion was older than we thought he was. But in this episode, it seems like he's younger than I thought he was. She popped Bismuth beforehand, so I guess she went and got Bismuth's bubble and put it into Lion, which is really fucking confusing. Like, why didn't she just keep it at the hiding spot? Like, what? Question mark, I guess? That just brings up a lot of questions that I can't answer. Hopefully they'll be answered in the future. Never know, really. I don't know if the Bismuth one will ever be answered. Perhaps she thought Steven could reason with Bismuth, I guess. But other than that, I don't know, man. So, anyways, Lion might be one of those lions, or he might be a descendant of one of those lions, which is pretty interesting to think about. And if he is one of those lions, or even older, he shouldn't be, because lions can only live to 10 to 14 years in the wild. And I don't know how long they live in captivity. I never saw that. So it's pretty interesting to think about. Pretty confusing. Just making me think of a lot of nonsensical stuff. Like, it's making me think just weird stuff, man. Like, just weird stuff. Especially the kind of stuff like, did that lion fuck Rose Quartz and make her give birth to Lion? Did Rose Quartz fuck one of those lions and made them give birth to Lion? Huh. That's just weird. That's just weird. That's a bad image too, man. That's kind of gross. I guess theoretically they could grow a dick, right? Like Rose Quartz could grow a dick because she has shape-shifting power, so I guess all the gems could grow dicks. Which just makes it weirder, man. Like, what? I don't know why I am rambling on about that. I just have a perverted mind, I guess. Pretty perverted, yes. Who knows who Lion is? Who knows who Rose Quartz is? Who knows who you are? Who knows who I am? Maybe this is all just someone in a coma having an unconscious dream, and the plug's gonna be pulled any moment and our world's gonna shatter. All of reality will shatter because we're just in some guy's head. Or maybe we're just in a simulation. Maybe it's like that video game off of Rick and Morty. and all of it will shatter when we die, and we wake up and we're like, huh, we were just in a simulation, now we can live our real lives. Would that be weird? That'd be weird. Or maybe nothing exists and we're just a dream from ourselves, and this is just a dream world, and then when we wake up in the real world, we can't remember our dream world, but every time we go to sleep in this world, we wake up in the real world. What? I'm not even making sense anymore, am I? The ramblings of a madman, I guess. So, like, are we even real? How do I know that if I close my eyes, the whole world doesn't just stop? How do I know that if you close your eyes, the whole world doesn't just stop? How do I know, and how do you know, that we're not just the figments in somebody's imagination? Or maybe we're all connected to a giant computer and our bodies have long past been destroyed, and we're all in like a simulation flying through space, just a computer flying through space. Kind of like that one video game, I forgot what it's called. And we're just kind of reliving our lives, and every time we die, we just relive them. And we're just in this giant computer until an alien race can pick us up and, I guess, connect us to robot bodies, maybe? Or maybe we didn't have bodies to begin with. Maybe we just are a simulation. Or maybe we're in some guy's dream, like some guy's comatose dream. Pretty weird. Pretty weird. Maybe you'll wake up tomorrow in the hospital and you'll realize that everything that's happened up to this point was all fiction. It was all a dream, and you were just in the hospital for how many years and just in a coma, and you woke up finally. Or maybe you'll never know because they'll pull the plug on you and you'll die, and then the whole world will end. Or maybe they'll pull the plug on someone else and we'll all die. I don't know. Are we real? Are we not real? Is lion a lion? Huh. Man, that made me go on such like a rambly tangent, man. That's weird, man. My thoughts are weird sometimes. I guess reality is reality until it's proven not to be reality, right? So don't go thinking your life isn't like real, because it is. Until it's proven not to be real, I guess. Which can't be proven not to be real, because reality is reality. Unless this isn't reality. And if this isn't, what the hell is it, man? A dream? A simulation? A sick prank? What the fuck am I even talking about anymore? Man, all I know is that I'm real. And I assume you're real. I assume everybody's real, to be honest. And I assume lion is one of those lions that Rose Quartz had. And for some reason she went and got Business's bubble and put it in lion, even though she hit it perfectly well the first time. I don't know. Hopefully we get more backstory on this. And hopefully next time I won't go on a rambly tangent of my own demented thoughts. Unless you liked it, I guess. But until then, as I said, like the video, comment, talk about your own rambly thoughts and your opinions on this.